Now, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do today, but something's got to get done to the Cutlass. I'm not saying it has to because it's absolutely necessary, and I think I just had a, yep, sure did, whole spider web all over my leg. Don't you just hate it? Anyway, I got to get this sanded. This has to get sanded. So does this quarter panel, and this sail panel obviously has to, because this needs to be fixed. And this is all that's left of the actual body of the Cutlass that needed to be prepped. That's on the Cutlass, I should say. Next is going to be stripping the quarter, or not the quarter panels, these two fenders, repriming them in the same U-pull primer so that we could block sand them better. And then we will be moving on to the hood. Now, all right, got the music up, got my breathing going on. We're going with 60 grit, so fans are high, music's loud. Let's get to it. All right, sitting in the trunk again because it's easier to sand this spot here. What I'm realizing is this old primer, I shouldn't say old, but the primer I used before, you know, example there, is not a direct metal primer. Because it's funny how it takes far more effort to get it off of either the Bondo or the paint than it does to get it to come off of this bare metal area. So it's not adhering properly like a direct to metal primer would. So, quick lesson learned, but we changed primers mainly because of that reason anyway. All right, we're back to the towel on the head because it just started dripping so bad. Anyway, a few more minutes of sanding, and this panel is all the way down to metal now. Now we can treat this so that the rust, as we see, doesn't come back. So that's all we need to treat, because there's no rust down here. And it was weird because what I thought was surface rust really wasn't right in this area. So I don't know what's going on. Maybe, who knows what that, you know, stain looking thing is. So, all right. Means we don't have to smooth that out. That feels pretty good. You have to put a little bit here. Yeah, we'll put a little bit here for the transition. Because the transition wouldn't be so steep, but I'm not putting a vinyl top or anything back on the car. So the transition is going to be need to flow a little bit better. And this isn't too bad. This right here might just take that right there is good. It might just take a little bit right here and that's it. But this is the area we need to concentrate on the most. So let's get to it. All right, so we got our first little application of POR 15, but it's not how much you put on that matters. It's the fact that you gotta keep it wet for 20 minutes. I don't think that's rust, but I think it's leftover stuff like from when I was doing the flap disc. Kind of funny to watch it run down the channel and off the car. All right, we are now at the 10-minute mark, and this is what it is looking like. Check back with you when we are getting ready to rinse it off. Okay, 20 minutes is up, and what we are going to do is we're going to take this bottle of drinking water. Actually, we'll take this one. Put that one back. Sorry, puppy. Didn't mean to splash you. Let's go ahead and get us a blue rag, and we are going to go ahead and rinse this off thoroughly. Now, I have no place to set you guys down at, so you're just gonna have to trust that I do it right. which I kind of find it weird, is that I'm using water to rinse off a part that I just got done putting POR 15 on to kill rust. So that means I have got no time to mess around. And what I mean by that is I can't let this sit for a day or 2 or 3, or it'll start rusting again. I'm just trying to rinse it off a little bit more. Well, use a rag to get off more of the moisture right now, because as soon as we get done with this and cleaning this area up, we gotta start using body filler because it's bad. All right, we killed the rust. It's all black, nasty, whatever now. Looks kind of brown still. But as you can see, it even changed the look of the metal because of the properties of killing the rust. I mean, it did it all the way down, right everywhere it poured. So it's all good. It's doing its job. I've used it before on the other side of the car, and I'm hoping that and praying that this works as a solution. So far so good. Let's go ahead and get some body work done. Well, I had it all mixed. I missed what I did on the back side of the... Anyway, let's get past that. I got streaks in my Bondo. Actually, this is the Rondo stuff that I made. The fiberglass resin mixed with Bondo. Well, the problem was I didn't clean off. Yeah, I used the back side of the squeegee, which had, you know, unmixed and mixed, but you know, it happens. We'll sand this down smooth, and hopefully that it doesn't need any more than this for any direction. Then we can go on to these little spots here, sand them, and then go on to the spot there, get all that done, and then spray the whole sail panel to the top of the trunk down to the tail light. I need to resand this so I can spray this with the new primer, or the different primer, but I'll do this when I do this, which might be tomorrow or Monday. We'll see how it goes. Look what just came on. I don't know if you can hear it while I'm working on the Cutlass Supreme. All right, so it got put on there a little thick this time, and damn it, I missed this spot right here. Got this and this done, and got some over here. I put a little less hardener in it this time so it doesn't cure so fast. But since I'm waiting for this to finish up and cure, I'll go ahead and make a little bit more and extend this down to here, and might as well go ahead and get the rest of these pieces right there too. So oops, it is what it is. All right, well, I'd hate to do this, but it's gotten to the point that the heat's unbearable, but I did get all of the let me get my eyes back on. I did get all of the Bondo and body work done. This is all smooth now. May have a little bit more sanding to do there, but that's nothing. This is smoothed out now nicely, and over here is nice and smooth also. So unfortunately, that is going to be it for today, because the humidity in this heat, it's, well, if you live in the South, you know exactly what we're going through right now. So this is going to be sitting overnight. Tomorrow morning, I will be primering this tomorrow, simply because I am not going to let it sit. Let's turn these off. I can't let it sit over. There we go. I can't let it, I'm not going to let it sit for a long period of time, because I don't want to get that rust on there and have to fight through that crap all over again. So tomorrow morning, I will be out here and primering it, and in this way I can at least get the window, that window piece, the window rail in there done. All it needs to be is wire wheeled out, cleaned out really good. And then yeah, we can prime it. And then tomorrow, before we prime it, I should be able to go ahead and sand that quarter panel down and this back piece down. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Yeah, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you again in the heat tomorrow morning.